just concluded general election for the court.
Hassan Mohammed, gubernatorial candidate 2022.
Hassan Mohammed.
Hassan Mohammed.
Can you confirm you voted at the concluded general election? You confirm the polling station you voted at?
When I voted in Wajir Secondary School at 9 a.m. on 9th of October 2020.
How long were you there at that polling station?
About 5 minutes.
Wajir primary.
Wajir Secondary.
Wajir Secondary. Paragraph 8 of his affidavit, Your Lordship. Wajir Secondary School, Stream 2. Paragraph 8 of his affidavit. I'll just be going through his affidavit. Did you have any challenges voting there? Yourself?
Not yet.
Were you identified through the keys?
Yes, sir.
Were people generally being identified in that polling station using the keys?
For 5 minutes I was there, they did use the cubes.
Yeah, for 5 minutes were there, people were used. So what votes you gathered in the returns of the concluded general election for government?
That's why we have the petition, Your Honor. We disagree with that.
But before the disagreement, the votes you gathered as per paragraph 4, do you know?
I can see the votes which were indicated by IEBC.
Which is what, your votes?
27,000 plus.
27,000. Can you look at paragraph 4 of your agreement? Paragraph 4, you are supporting it.
Your Honor, 27,224.
27.
27,224.
Do you know what the winning candidate got?
The first respondent is indicated at 5,500.
25.
At 5,533. 33.
5,533. The difference between the winning candidate and yourself, do you know what that difference will be?
The difference between the first respondent and myself, as indicated by IEBC, is about 8,000.
8,309. That's paragraph 6 of the affidavit. Would you say that is a small margin, a relatively large margin, or what kind of margin is that according to you? Well, margin of 8,309.
It's a margin that we can overcome if we get the right figures, Your Honor.
So it's according to you, it's a small margin.
Yes, sir.
I want to look at paragraph 9 of the affidavit. Can you look at paragraph 9 of the affidavit?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you confirm to that you have corrected that and you did not visit all those polling stations?
No, I didn't.
You did not.
I visited some of them.
Some of them. How would you know?
Yes, I would.
How many you visited?
Very primary, other primary, township, primary, Wajir, girls secondary, Wapo primary, livestock market. And others.
So those are 8.
This is a number of them, more than that. These are just the number.
So would it just 10, 20, 5?
About 20, 25, 30.
About 20 you visited. Were there any challenges in those 20 you visited?
Certainly, yes.
What were the challenges?
Issues that we have alluded to. And
So can you, just for the purpose, just to be useful to the court,
some people were not able to vote.
just to follow to the court, in one or two of them, you tell us the polling station and the issue you encountered.
Okay.
Well, that's more useful to the court than generality.
The most important one is Wajir Girls Secondary.
Wajir Girls.
Wajir Girls Secondary.
What was the problem?
The problem was that people were not able to vote because they could not be identified. The other one was livestock. Livestock, I was there.
You know, before livestock, do you know how many people are not being identified?
No, it was a group of people outside.
So 1, 2, 3
wait.
people, 5, 10,
10,
10
15.
people.
10 to
So 10 people in Wajir, 10 people could not be identified using the keys.
That's what they were
You are there.
told. Those people are waiting to be identified.
You are told. You do not confirm yourself. It's not something that you confirm from them. You are told that third party you can confirm that you confirm.
It's not an issue of third party.
It is important, Achari.
I understand.
So did you confirm from them or you were told?
I did.
by someone?
I did.
You went to them?
Yes.
And you spoke with them?
Yes.
And they confirmed?
Yes.
So it's not a third party who told you?
No, it is not.
Okay. So 10 people, you were here
I didn't say 10, approximately.
approximately 10. Okay. And where else?
Livestock.
Livestock, what was happening?
Livestock was the most important because livestock I was called just toward the end of the evening, and I was told that voting is still going on, and that the 3 stills were on the 1 tree, and there was no process to stop the process. It was 10 o'clock.
What stop the process? What do you mean?
It was 10 o'clock.
10 at night.
10 p.m. 10 p.m.
The polling station
The
open
polling
late?
late polling.
So the polling station open late?
No, it started early, just like it happened.
Started early. Are people on the line?
Yes.
By the time polling station, guarantee that when by the time the polling station closed, people are still on the line? And you won't know.
Must have been, I
Must have
presume, but certainly not people enough to go up to 10 o'clock.
Were you there until 10 o'clock to confirm that there were not people enough to go up to 10 o'clock yourself?
Because I was called by the agents.
Look at those, yourself.
I was not there at 10 o'clock.
You are not there.
The reason why I went there is because I was being told by agents.
You are not there. Look at paragraph 10 of the affidavit, please. You say the appointed agents started calling and complaining about numerous irregularities and breach in voting process. Do you know what time that will be?
That was on 9.
What time?
About 11 o'clock.
How many agents called you? Do you know their names?
No, I don't know. I don't have their names.
You don't have their
but the
names.
number of them.
Yeah. You don't have their names. Now, I want you to note that the of allegation, the first one is paragraph 10, the issue of postponing the election in the Elders. Did it come to your information that the reason the election was postponed in Elders?
Ultimately.
Ultimately. Do you know the reason why?
That there was problems between the MPs
Between the MPs.
about the presiding officers.
And there was violence in the violence,
Some confrontation.
some confrontation. Where would that be?
Actually, it was at the CDF center
Which was being used as a what?
as a storage.
As a story for what? Election material? Perhaps for election material.
It was for
It was for election material. So the reason why it was postponed was confrontation between the MPs at the election material center. Do you think that's a reasonable reason for postponing the election, according to you? If there was, sure. So it's reasonable that the election was postponed.
Can I comment on that?
Now you wait for Mr. Mansour. What happened in Borokara? issue for Is it,
That's
first, let's start. Is it near the border? How far is it from the border? How is the security of Harar? The general area. I'll come to the polling stations.
I don't want you to identify Harar as a unique area. If you start from Mandera, Mandera is about 400 kilometers between Mandera and Garissa, where there are wards against the border. It's not just Harar. So
I'm limiting myself to paragraph 11. I know all that.
no,
Just
because you want to identify.
No, I don't.
Harar.
No, you just. I'm just reading what you. So I'm just reading what you wrote there.
Please go ahead.
Paragraph 11. Look at paragraph 11. Now, I told you I'm limiting myself as per the rules to what you have written yourself. So, what is the issue with Harar in terms of security? Paragraph 11.
At that time, there was insecurity.
At the time. At the time of voting.
During that week.
During that week of voting, there was insecurity.
Yeah.
Has there been insecurity before? A year before, 2 years before?
Yes, once in the year 2000.
Once in a year, there's
Not in Harar,
Yeah.
not in Konton.
in Konton. Is it Konton part of Harar?
Yes, it is.
So it's part of Harar.
Yes.
Right? So is there a military base there?
Yes, there is.
Generally, it's to keep the security of the place.
Yes. Like any other party.
Like any other country. Is it near the border?
Like any other party.
I'm not talking about Northern Kenya. The petition is not about Northern Kenya.
Because I don't want you to characterize it.
No, it's about what you have written in the paragraph. President, is it near the border? I know
It
many
is.
places are near the
It
border.
is.
Not only Northern Kenya, even in Busia, places are near the border. Is it near the? It's near the border.
It is.
And there's a military base to keep security. Right now. Paragraph 12 of the affidavit, I want to look at paragraph 12.
Yes.
You read the justification that election should have been postponed for Harar.
Yes, certainly.
Are you a security expert?
I live there.
You live there. The Numerics, and I want you to look at the last two sentences of the affidavit, paragraph 12. Is that? And look at it. You say there is no immediate threat to the presiding officers and the polling clerks who conduct election on behalf of the third respondent. That's what the respondent. Why would you make that call? Is that your call to make in terms of the security of election officers? Yeah, you live there. We all live in places. But is that a call?
That's my judgment call.
It's your judgment call. As a doctor or as a security expert?
Not neither a doctor nor a security, but as a resident.
As a resident. So according to you, presiding officers are not an imminent danger. Do you know how the polling material in Harar were made their way to the various centers?
Harar went by road.
Do you know how Konton,
Konton was airlifted.
well, will you know the reason because you are contesting for governor? Will you know the reason for the airlift?
Yes.
Was it safe to go by road to Konton?
Security issue.
Security issue. So despite part of being lifted, despite the security issue, you say you still are making a judgment call that elections, the security of those officials was guaranteed.
Where?
In Harar.
No, I didn't say that.
That's what you said.
I talked about Eldas, I didn't talk about Harar, I asked for it to be postponed because of insecurity.
Did the adjournment of the election in Eldas affect only you? How many candidates were in the election? Paragraph 13 or
9.
9. And you confirm that the security is justified the postponement. Is it something that affected only you? Or it affected all the candidates?
When we talk about Eldas or...
And that's paragraph 13. Just look at your...
I agree with you.
Yeah. Did it affect only Dr. Hassan or it affected?
Yes, it did affect me.
It was
because
affecting, it will affect all the candidates?
On the contrary, and I expect
So you're saying it will only affect only you?
because the
What is the reason?
misinformation was something that was detrimental to my success.
And it was not detrimental to the other candidates? How
Well,
many candidates were contesting?
I was the runner, the front runner at that time. I believe. The front runner.
You believe?
Yes.
Okay.
And that there was aggressive misinformation to deny me that opportunity to win for us.
But is the postponement, I'll come to the misinformation, the postponement of the election because of security, is it something that you think was geared towards you, or it's something that affected everyone?
The act in itself. You're talking about the act in itself.
The act, I'm talking about that. I'll come to the other issue.
I think
it will affect, I mean, the act will affect
yes,
everyone.
there is a judgment call made by the security experts. It was fair according to them. But the act itself is not tied to misinformation. The misinformation is generated from the process that occurs after the act.
Was that misinformation generated by the electoral body?
Not so.
What paragraph?
Yes. Yes.
So you say voter mobilization is done through plan support, right? No campaign. Is that your what you want to call? Is that your position?
Ask the question. Let me hear your question.
Yeah, is voter mobilization done along ethnic clan lines in northern Kenya or in Wajir particularly? It's done. It's done through ethnic.
Well, it's done, but I didn't expect it to come. That statement to come from me.
No, is it done? Because this is, I'm reading what you written.
Yes, sir.
Is it done? That's according to your statement, not what I haven't given any evidence. That's your statement. So you're saying voter mobilization is done according to your ethnic plan. Okay. And can you explain to the court what that meant for your candidate? Voter mobilization is done through ethnic lines. What did that mean for the various candidates? What did it mean?
Can I explain?
Yes.
There are a number of communities. If the governor, you need to seek a running mate from another community, that can give you more votes to win. Because people in Wajir, they are voting on a number of issues, not necessarily governor, just about subclans. It's about your platform, it's about your credibility, it's about how you sell yourself, a number of issues. But clan becomes important. But you cannot win with your clan. So you must get somebody else on board, your running so that you can get votes despite your platform from other communities. That's what I mean.
That's what is the basic mobilization can be planned, but there are other factors that also will be in consideration. Not necessarily planned. There are people who will vote for Dr. Hassan because of what his policies and things, and there are people who will vote for him because he comes from the same community. That's true. I want you to refer to paragraph 17 of the affidavit. Ask you, will you know before ELDAS, before the tally of ELDAS, will you know what each candidate had gotten before ELDAS? I want to remove ELDAS from the equation. Will you say you will have won the election without ELDAS? So say we have removed ELDAS from the tally, because I want to come to paragraph 17. Will you know what the various candidates have gotten before the tally of ELDAS was included?
We knew the tally for Wajir North, many polling stations in Wajir North, Wajir South, Wajir East, and Typographical. We didn't know, and some.
So you wouldn't know. You don't have to know.
We didn't know. The voter returns from Wajir West was was delayed as much as the ones who were lost.
So before, and you don't know what parties had gotten before the tenders.
Yes, but we had counted for the other.
Some polling stations.
Some counted, some constituencies.
Some consistencies and
We had counted 4 constituencies,
what was the
2 constituencies, Wajir West and Elders, which were both delayed.
Will it surprise you that even before the voter tally for Elders, the candidate, the first response was way ahead of all the other candidates?
Not too long.
Not through your. Do you want me to go through the numbers for you?
Yes, we will.
So before Elders,
Don't add Wajir West, because Wajir West.
I am adding everything except Elders, and I'll come to the reason for Elders because you mean how revenue with Elders.
Remember, Your Honor, that we have a big problem with Wajir West because it was delayed at the same time.
Right. So before Elders was included, you had 23,964 votes.
Okay.
Mr. Eli had 19,786. Mr. Ahmed Abdullahi had 26,826. Mr. Ubashir had 7,942. And Mr. Ahmed Ali Mukhtar had 21,809. So before even the issue of Elders came up, you are still losing.
On the contrary, Your Honor.
And you are disputing the numbers?
Yes, and I'm disputing the numbers a lot. Because remember, the 2 words, Adjournment and Adjournment, came at the same time to the tallying station as when Elders was reporting its numbers.
Did you have a tallying center?
Yes, we did.
So likely you will have known what
Yes, we
parties
do.
will have
We
voted.
do.
Is there any of the constituencies which you were leading by the time you were doing the tallying center?
I'm not really, but I was leading in terms of number.
Is there any constituency you are ahead? You are ahead?
You know, no.
No. Fair enough. Now let's move to what is the basis
But remember,
of,
I'm the runner.
what is the basis? We'll come to that. What is the basis of this misinformation in paragraph 17? If you can look at paragraph 17.
Yes.
Are you there? Were you not at the Bodia candidate? You are, right? From what you are, right? You are. There were many communities who are contesting, right? Yes. There was the community of Bodia, from what we had, right? Yes. And you confirm you are one of them, the Bodia candidates?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And why do people pass misinformation about any of those candidates? Because if you stood a chance to win, this misinformation could as well have been, as you claim, could as well have been that it's only Dr. Hassan who is winning.
I wish I did.
So why if you are a Godia candidate and you are many of you, okay? Why are you claiming that this misinformation was to the advantage of the first respondent?
Your Honor, many witnesses have come here to confirm that this misinformation took place.
Were you there yourself?
It was designed,
Yeah,
it was designed
Yeah.
and perpetrated by the first respondent and many
Do
people.
you have evidence yourself? Were you there? when this-
The witnesses have been here, given their testimony.
They have. That the court has had that, and
Yes.
the court has recorded. I'm
Yes.
talking about you. You are the witness now. Were you there when this misinformation was happening yourself? Were you
No, I was
present
not
at
there.
it?
I was not
You
there.
are not there. You,
But these are my agents, remember?
yeah, the court has recorded that. I'm talking about what you perceive, not what other people perceive. You are not there, so you cannot confirm yourself.
I have confirmed because they were my
Yourself,
my agents.
actually yourself, I'm not talking about agent yourself. Can you confirm yourself that you were there, that when this misinformation was
I
happening?
confirmed because they were my agents.
Leave alone the agent, but what I'm saying, yourself, were you at this polling station with this misinformation?
Your Honor,
was happening?
those are semantics, basically, because I pay those people to give me this information.
Fair enough. But what the court is interested in, what I want to refer to paragraph 19 of the affidavit. Do you have, did you report any of these allegations to the police? Do you have a police report?
Yes. particularly in, I gave a report to Wajir Central Police Station regarding livestock market.
Is it attached?
I hope it is attached.
You're saying?
Wajir Central Police Station about livestock. The fact that there was illegal voting taking place. And that I have submitted severally to the county return officer on my concerns about all these issues that were raised by my agents. As they relate this information to me, I relate the same to the return officer.
Yeah, very well. The agents have testified, but is it attached? Would you know if it is attached to your affidavit? No?
I can't see it.
You can't see it. Okay, it's not attached.
But I have it in my telephone side in the front.
Okay, that is for you, it's not for the court. The court will not use the telephone. Now, let's move to the discrepancies in from paragraph 20. Are you there? What do you understand to be a rejected ballot? According to a very well trained.
I understand what a rejected ballot means.
What is it?
But a rejected ballot is the ballot that is not going to be counted for some reason.
Any preference of how someone voted?
No, somebody might have voted, but
Cannot
not in such a manner that
It cannot be ascertained to show the preference of the candidate, right? Okay. Fair enough. This maybe from paragraph 21, you have correct those rejected ballots, 45 of them. Were they added to your count?
I think they were added to the first respondent's count.
What evidence do you have?
Because this 37C and
Where does it say? Look at paragraph 21, please. I am at paragraph 21, that's right. Look at paragraph 21. Okay? Are you at paragraph 21?
yes,
Please read it. Where does it say? The gravamen of that paragraph is that rejected ballots were not added to the form that was 45 of them. Where does it say it was added to you or to any of the candidates? Please,
just a minute. But if you go to the petition itself,
I am at paragraph 21.
but if you go to the petition
I
itself,
will come to the petition. I'm just at
the
paragraph
petition
21
will
from I.
actually point to the fact that you think that this may have
Dr.
happened.
You will tell that to your lawyer. Let's go to paragraph 21.
Okay, it doesn't say.
It doesn't say. It seems it's an error of transposition because that's what you are saying. It is in the A, a rejected ballot that was in the A that was not captured in the C. Did it affect your tally? Was this added to you? No.
It affected the tally of, it boosted the tally of the.
How did it boost? Are you saying?
I'm aware of that.
Are you? You are giving evidence on what is in the affidavit. Eh? Please read the affidavit. Does it say who these rejected ballots were added to? Does it say it was added to Dr.
It says in.
But in your paragraph 21, does it say who it was added? Where I'll come to the petition. I have a question on that. But look at paragraph 21. Your complaint seems to be a transposition issue. Does it say these rejected ballots were added to anyone?
No.
No. Thank you. Look at, I want you to move to paragraph 23. The main issue in paragraph, will you know what was the voter turnout in Wajir's constituency?
In percentage?
Yeah, it's there.
Yes.
Muldavi?
68. 69. 68.6.
68.6, right? And you are comparing it to the national turnout. What do you have there as the national turnout?
National turnout is about 64.
64 point?
Five.
I'm just reading you.
64.5.
64.5. Very well. Will you know the turnout for Turban?
76.
76.
Yes.
So what is amazing about Wajir West?
Well,
Because it seems to be there's no much exact science as to the turnout. Let me ask the question. You said Wajir West is 68.6 in your paragraph 23. the average national turnout was 64.5. In Tarbaj, where you garnered even more votes than the first respondent, the turnout was 75 almost percent. So what is special about the turnout for Wajir West?
Well, one of the number of dynamics that make Tarbaj have a higher turn, including that you are 3 gubernatorial candidates, that it is a very urban environment, that there is little migration from Tarbaj, and that Tarbaj is actually smaller in size than Wajir West. So, if you look at Tarbaj itself, the largest population comes from Tarbaj ward itself, which is not very far from Wajir. So, and that's a high population itself.
So let me ask you, so for the places where the voter turnout is in your favor, there is an explanation about rural and urban. For the other places like Wajir West, there is a problem. Why would that be a problem?
There's no problem. I have not raised
An issue with it. So you don't have an issue with the turnout?
I do have a lot of issue with the turnout. The numbers that I've indicated is just an indicator to the problems that I'm going to elicit in this process. So don't raise it.
So you also say that the first respondent got 90% of the votes cast in those
polling stations.
In those polling stations. Will you confirm that, which is an awful thing, ethnicity is what people use to mobilize voters? You confirm that? Sure. In those places, right? Right. Will it surprise you that in most polling stations, before I come to that, you come from which community? Which sub-community? Fire community. How many candidates were you? Four of you.
So 3 were the ones who are campaigning.
Yeah. So how many? I don't know about that, but how many candidates were you? 4 of you. 4 of you.
Actually 3.
3 of you. And the respondent comes from, you say Matan? He comes from Matan, right?
Yes.
Was there
First respondent.
The first respondent, sir. And and he had another candidate who's come from Matan?
And not only a candidate, but he also had 2 running mates.
No, I will come.
Let me indicate to you.
Yeah, I want
your permission, because you don't want to drive your agenda differently.
Yeah.
There are 2 running mates for 2 other parties, and one of the running mates came from a bigger community than
So I'll come to the running mate issue yet. So he comes from, so he has two candidates, right? Matan had 4 of you are from 5, and how many were from Matan?
4, 2.
He said 5 were 3.
No, 5 were 4. He said 3, but one was not campaigning, which is relevant.
It's okay. 4, sir.
4.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah, 5 is 4, and Matan 2.
2 governors and 2 deputy
I'll come to
governors.
that one.
Don't come to it, but mention the
2 governors. So you are 4 and 2. Okay? Will it surprise you? In most of the polling stations, in Tarbaj, for example, I'll just give you an example.
Just give it.
In Tarbaj and even in Stronghold, that when you added the numbers for the 5 candidates, you are getting votes in those polling stations between 85 to 95%. Does it surprise you? When we added the 5 candidates, what they will get in those most of those polling stations, in those yeah, so in Stawario Primary School, Dr. Hassan, you got 103 votes. Mr. Ely got 22 votes. Bugas got 26 votes. The total votes cast 161. They're all just for the court. Stawario Primary School is in Korok Harar Ward. I am reading out the 37A. In fact, I have not even included the 4th one. I'm just reading for the 3-5 candidates which say yeah. So Dr. Hassan got 103 votes. Mr. Elmi 22. Mr. Ugas 26. What is the name of the fourth?
Mohammed Abdi.
Mr. Mohammed, just reading. Mr. Mohammed Abdi got 4 votes.
That was the former governor.
So Mr. Hassan 103, Mr. Elmi 22, Mr. Ugas 26, and Mr. Mohammed Abdi, he got 4 votes for, which is 155 out of the total cast 161. 93%. 93%. The 5 candidates in this.
I want you to, on council, I want you to look at the
I'll come to that. I will definitely come to that. So I will also go to Wajir Primary School for Harat. Yeah, Wajir Primary School for Harar Ward. Daktari, you got 135 votes. Mr. Elmi got 029. Mr. Ugas got 46. Okay. I'm fully up. It's almost 93% when you add 93% of the vote garnered by the 5 candidates.
Elmi got what?
Elmi got 46. 46. Yeah. You can just.
Elmi 46, Ugas 46.
No, Elmi, sorry. Wajir Primary School, Mr. Daktari got 135 votes.
Yes.
Mr. Elmi 29 votes. Mr. Ugas 46. Hassan, which is almost 92% of the votes. I'll go to Riba Primary School, 2 of 2 for Harar Ward. Dr. Hassan got 144 votes. Elmi 045. Mr. Ugas 113. Almost 95% of the vote went to the 5 candidates. I will also go, I will show you some polling stations also in another ward. That is also Harar Ward, Wajir East, Your Lordship, just for comparison. If you look at Waberi, ward in Wajir East, Volunteer Primary School 2 of 2. Dr. Hassan got 84 votes, Mr. Elmi 86, Ugas 38. 88% of the votes were gotten by the 5 candidates. Similar to Harane Adult Education Office polling station. So, Dr. I'm just for comparison, because your gravamen seems that in Wajir West, the respondent got between 85 to 95% of the voters. But in the places where your community is predominantly there, when you add what each one of you will have gotten, okay, it is the same. And having confirmed that people were mobilizing because on community lines, why is it problematic in Wajir West when these other people have mobilized their community? Yes.
Your Honor, Council has added four contestants. There are also 4 contestants in Wajir West. 2 of them governor and 2 of them deputy governor running mates. In fact, one of the deputy governor running mates comes from a bigger community, so I should know more than the council than the first respondent. However, the first respondent, and we will not only consider this on merit, but it will be tied to many other issues. That, for example, in Adjournment primary, he garners 93%, 94% on. In Adan Awale primary, and this is only him, nobody else. He garners 96% on. In Surur polling station, he garners 98.9% alone on his phone.
Doctor, you are not answering my question.
Let me answer.
Please, Doctor.
In Baji Mobile, he garners 99.2%.
Doctor, my question is not, your affidavit is there for the court.
In Mado Primary, he he garners 100%. He garners 169 out of 169.
Mr. Isa will cross-examine. I'm just asking the question.
So the issue, Your Honor, is not he conglomerates 4 contestants who have differences, political differences, differences in characteristics, different in everything. In fact, I am among all those people, Your Honor, I'm the only one who comes from Wajir East.
Charlie, my question to
2 others come from
Charlie, my question to you, just listen to my question. Yes. The affidavit is on record for the court. Do those 4 contestants come from the Thai community?
Yes.
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 Did you not confirm to this court people are mobilizing through ethnic lines?
Yes. But you don't mobilize and say Hassan and the other 3 contestants are going to vote together, are they? We are not contesting in that manner.
Let me answer. So if people are mobilizing through ethnic constituency, these other constituencies mostly are their votes not coming from their communities?
Yes, they are.
Yeah. Is your problem then not a problem of numbers or anything, but is your problem then that you had 4 other contestants coming from your community who divided your vote? Is that not your problem?
Not my problem.
Which you want the court to solve for you?
I think that's what you want to say, but that's not what I'm saying.
But why not? Because the people are, you confirm people mobilized through ethnic
I'll try to explain to you.
Okay? You had 4 candidates, and I have shown you that in fact when you look at those polling stations where your strongholds of these people are, you are dividing your votes. Is that not a
position? They had 4 candidates, and he's the only one who was
4 governor candidates from
2 governor candidates.
Yes, 2 governor candidates.
And one very strong deputy governor.
I did not talk about deputy governor. Can you look?
Because I don't want to hear the truth.
Look, really, let me talk to you about Sirat Osman Warfa. Look at paragraph 4 you are filling. Yeah. Is Sirat Osman Warfa the Godia candidate?
No.
What is he?
Okay.
What did he done? Check.
Tell me.
Look at the affidavit, paragraph 4, look, Sirat Osman Warfa, he got 200 and what? 234 votes, yeah? Are Ogadens not predominant in Wajir South?
He did not campaign.
It doesn't. We will come to that about campaigning. But but you see, you say you're not talking about.
You're not rationalizing.
Daktari, is Sirat Osman Warfa not an Ogaden? He's an Ogaden. Can you confirm that? Does he not come from Wajir South?
He did not campaign.
What votes did he get? Please answer my question. I'll come to the campaign. What vote did he? Will you know what vote he got in Wajir South?
He did not campaign.
But will you know what votes he got? I'm not talking about campaign. I didn't ask you. That is not my question. That's
yes.
You can't answer something.
When he got what you agree with me.
Okay, so that can't hold. Now, let's move. Let's move to paragraph E. Sorry, of the affidavit. If you look at 24, look at paragraph 24. Sorry, 25. Up there, C. Before 25. I think it's 24C, sorry. Ganyure Wagara. 24C. 24C. It's written. Yeah, of your affidavit, yes. I'm just referring to your affidavit. I'm not going anywhere. 24.
Before we get to 25.
24. Another talk. In the hand, the printed one is 9, but it's 44 of the affidavit. Yeah, it's 24C. The new Rewardala, you are giving comparison.
Okay.
You are giving comparison. And you know what I'm trying to also do is give you comparison. Because comparison, it is good comparison actually, I acknowledge. So are you giving you comparison for logic? Now, will it surprise you that in Talbot Boys Primary School, polling station 101, Turnout Boys Primary School, that's in Turnout constituency. When you add the votes of the 5 candidates, they got 96%. In Farjano village polling station, add the 5 candidates, all of you, you get 93%. Okay? So why is it difficult when the shoe is on the other in the other feet? When the polling stations that are the strongholds of the first respondent, they let me ask the question. I want to ask I'll ask the question. When the shoe is on the other side, and the returns from the polling stations of the first respondent is 85, 90, it's a problem. But when the 5 candidates returns is 96, 99, it's not a problem. Why that double standard, Dr.? I know you to be a very fair person from what I have heard.
So that you can tell my fair statement is that you're adding 4 shoes against 1 shoe. And your statement does not, it doesn't engender fairness.
Yeah, but you confirm
because
that
these are 4 competitors, and you can't add. And I have said to you that in Wajir West, there are 4 competitors.
From the same community, would you confirm?
From the same community.
Same community.
Same
Okay, fair enough. Now let's move to paragraph. Let's move to paragraph 27 of the affidavit. I'll move a bit fast. Are you there at that time?
27?
27 of the affidavit. Okay. The second part of the sentence where it starts with the discrepancies. Are you there?
Yes.
So your gravamen, you say this affects how many votes? According to your affidavit?
934.
934 votes. Okay? Are you there? Just from the discrepancies. Your Lordship, under paragraph 27 of the petitioner supporting the affidavit, the last paragraph of the line, where it starts with the discrepancies aforesaid are as particularly tabulated. We are under a paper total of 994 votes. Are you there?
Yes.
900, you confirm the issue is 934 votes?
Yes.
Yeah? Do you think 934 votes is material in a margin of 8? So you say you fill a form 32? So I've come, my finger is not being captured by the machine. And
They
then,
use the alphanumeric, meaning that
what is alphanumeric? Do you know
they
what-
look for you in the register.
what register?
The non-electronic register.
Non-electronic. So according to you, alphanumeric is non-electronic register?
That's what I like.
That is what you will believe. Okay? Are you certain about this? Well, I will
You tell me.
now. I will tell you that the petition is so according to you, when someone walks in to the polling station and his fingerprints cannot be identified by the Kinski, he's given a form 32A, and then he is identified through the manual register to you, which is alphanumeric. Okay? Now, I want to show you how a form 32A looks like. Actually, this is the form according to the IDC. Your lawyer to look at it thoroughly first before I start asking the questions. Yes. Your Lordship, that is the form that the witness is referring to, that someone has to fill. Yes. Are you there? Okay. Can you? I want you to just look at the form.
I have.
Can you read the comments there in between from where it's at? This is to confirm.
Which comment?
This is to confirm. There's a comment in between the.
This is to confirm
The voter,
was not identified by electronic voting.
right?
Yes.
But was identified, continue.
Identified by the print out of the register of voters with respect of the polling station.
So according to you, that someone who is not identified, someone who is identified alphanumerically has to fill this form. Okay? Do you know? Have you had a have you? Are you just saying, or have you experienced how that process is done? Have you seen, for example, if someone is not identified through the key?
I have.
The PO will, for example, ask for their ID and name, key in their ID and name into the machine,
Sure.
and their details pop up.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
What if I told you that process of identifying through the keys is what is referred to as alphanumeric and not the manual process you are talking about?
Did I talk about a manual process?
Yes, you say if someone cannot be identified through the key, you go through an alphanumeric process and be given a 32A and be looked at the manual register. That's testimony. We can look at the record of the court. Okay? What if I told you that that alphanumeric process you are referring to is still identification through the keys? Would it surprise you?
But even this, you still have to be identified through the key.
Does it say that?
Because you have
Can you read this?
Excuse me.
Can you read
Once
the
you fill
form?
this form,
Daktari,
please,
can you
if
read
don't
the
mind,
form? Can you
once
read?
you fill this form,
Daktari,
your picture must be taken in the
Daktari, can you read the form? What does it say? Does this form say that, according to you, does this form say that it is for someone who is identified through biometric or through alphanumeric or through a magnetic reader, the kit? Does it say that someone has to fill if someone is identified? For example, if Daktari went there, you went there, put it to you, Daktari's fingerprints will not be taken by the machine, right? Hypothetical.
What is your question?
So my question is this: if someone who is identified using their name and ID through the KIM scheme, do you think that is manual identification process
No,
according to you?
it is not.
It is not.
No.
What do you refer to as alphanumeric according to you?
Filling this form,
Filling the form and
filling this form, they need to, whether you have, if you don't, for example, you must have your ID.
okay,
They must indicate your ID there.
yes,
In the end of that process, the KIM script, because we don't know who filled that form, that must take your picture in the KIM script. You holding your ID, and you are fixed.
and you still think after that process is done you have to fill a form?
But you have already filled the form.
What form are you filling? Actually, I want to put to you that your understanding of how the identification
Could you
process
explain
works.
to me what you want me to say?
So, for example, I don't want you to say something
Because you want me
no,
to say
I,
something.
No, I don't want you to say something. I want you to tell you whether you know the first question I asked, whether you know the process of identification of the keys, the various processes. And I put to you that the keys identified, okay, which you are aware. The first one is the
You identified
fingerprint
through.
the normal identification, okay? So if Daktari comes there and he's not identified, will you be aware what other process the things will use to identify?
But people have gone for training.
Yeah. So what will you know? One other process? My fingers cannot fit. You know how other else that the
Your
things
ID.
work? Your ID. So they will take my name, your ID, they punch it into the kit,
And get it,
and
it will come up.
and then it will. So it comes up,
If
and
it
then
doesn't come up,
and you identify it through that, right? So that using of the ID, to you, is that a manual verification or you are still using the kits?
you're still using the KIM.
You are still using the kits. Good. So you have the fingerprint, you have the ID. Okay? Do you know a third process?
Third part.
The third process. So for example, I have the ID couldn't come out. Okay?
That's the third part.
ID didn't come.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, the ID didn't come. We have looked at your ID and your fingerprints.
We have
doesn't
confirmed
come.
that.
We have confirmed that you cannot be found.
Your ID is in the manual register.
Your ID is in the manual register.
Then we fill the.
So is that the time you fill the form?
And take your picture.
So that is the time you fill the form.
And take your picture.
The manual register.
Yes.
But not when you're doing your
That's
ID
okay.
or your alphanumeric, when it's coming up, right?
Okay.
Very well. Good job. Good. Now, will you know, will the process, will you know whether the process of your, the second process of where you, when your ID comes up,
Yes.
will you know where that second process, it will require any supervisor validation? Will you know if you don't know it?
The supervisor has to.
Yeah, will it, if you know the kit after it is done, because you haven't gone through the fingerprint, you have gone through your ID, but your details have come up. Will you know where that will require the PO to do something?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I put it to you that that process requires what is called supervisor validation.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's good you. So put it to you that what you're actually referring to the people who are validated through supervisors is that second process of someone going with his ID, his details coming up, checking the team's kit, and then the supervisor being told, have you confirmed this person details are there, and then him saying yes. That is still using of the KIMS, but we refer to as total supervisor validation. Supervisor validation. Because you haven't gone through the kits. Will you know that, or you will not know?
I wouldn't.
You will know.
Yes.
Fair enough. The second question I want to ask you, how will you have gotten the votes? Will you know how to extract from a kit the votes, number of people who went through the kit?
Yes.
How did you get it?
At the end of the day.
How did you get it? Because I'm referring to paragraph C. If you can look at it.
Some people
And that's-
send pictures and others numbers.
Well, how would you know? How would you do we have names of those people? You don't have. So it could be as well as an Excel generated from anywhere.
But you have it and you can verify it.
Yes, I'll come to that and verify it. So the people who actually gave you these returns for the kit, they are not, nothing is attached here. I'll give you, there are some in the further affidavit which I'll come to, but for these ones, for elders, you don't have them. The people who gave you
have them.
the people who, their names and
Once we
who gave to you. So their picture, the scrutiny is for the court.
Yes.
Sorry, don't worry. Your lawyer has made a robust application for it, don't worry, we'll come to that. So, will you know the people who gave you these schemes returns? Are they attached here? Do you know their details?
Yes.
Where is it?
Well, I don't have it here.
You don't have it. Okay, fair enough. You don't have it. I want you to look at constituency.
Page.
Page 13. It's the table. It's the table next. I'm just going sequentially, Isa. I'm just going sequentially. After elders. Are you there? So I just want to, just the rows you have put in there. You have total number of registered voters that are confirmed. You have the total verified through biometrics. You are there. You have total supervisor voters. Are you there? Yeah. Then you have the votes cast and the difference. So for you, the difference is based on the people who are identified through fingerprints and the people who are identified through the kits but identified through alphanumeric, their ID coming up. No, I don't want to say so.
No, say so.
I'm just putting to you because what I have put it to you is the way I've identified the kit is through the fingerprint and through the ID alphanumeric, which they have done. So still you are passing through that. So according to you, anyone who passed through the alphanumeric system through the ID and was validated by the supervisor is manual. From what?
I did that.
You did say that. So why do you have a problem with the difference? Because all these people pass through the kits according to IEC, whether it is alphanumeric or where it's biometric. They all pass through the kit. And in fact, actually, if you look at Form 32A, you have it.
Will you repeat that statement?
So I say, why do you have a problem with the difference?
Go to a
Because
polling station.
so I am at Wajir East constituency, Wajir Secondary School. I'm at that table.
Okay, that's
So
it.
all I'm asking you is this,
Okay.
yeah? I am putting it to you that the people who are verified and the people who are verified through alphanumeric, which is what is written there as total supervisor voters, were both identified through the KIMS. Does it surprise you?
Your Honor,
Will you know that? If you don't know, it's okay.
no, that's not the issue. That's not the issue. What you're trying is you're going to mix too many things for me to get confused.
No, I don't want to confuse you.
I know that any individual that who is identified by the KIMSKIP will be identified by the KIMSKIP as somebody who has voted, even if you are not identified through your print. But if somebody, for example, puts your ID and it comes out, it is being indicated as having been you have voted through the KIMSKIP. So that's a fact, isn't it?
So
If on the other hand, you are not being recognized through those two processes of either through your ID and the KIMS brings out your picture, or you put your print and it comes out, so that you go to the manual system, which you agree.
it is not true.
I'm going to the manual system.
Let me ask you a question. Does it mean, are you saying that someone can be identified through the, I put it to you, if someone is identified through the KIMSKIP, does he have to vote through a manual process?
No.
No.
But that's what I'm saying.
So, one. The second question I'm asking you, Daktari, is someone can be identified through the KIMS using the fingerprints, right? Confirm that.
Yes.
Someone can be identified through the KIMS using the alphanumeric, which is the ID, and the supervisor
Which is the
validation,
same process.
which is the same process, right?
Great.
Now, my question to you is,
What's
this
the
step,
third step?
the third step, if someone is not be able to be identified through the biometric, through the alphanumeric, I don't there, then he has to go through a manual process.
Then
What
it is the
complementary?
supervised voting.
It is not. I want to put it to you. Supervised voting, I want to put it to you, and that is the misapprehension you have. Supervised voting, I want to put to you, is someone who has gone through an alphanumeric process but still requires validation of the PO. The system will show him.
So what is the third party that we talked about?
The third party is just normal manual. You are not there in the kits, you get out. So once someone goes through alphanumeric, I want to put it to you. When someone goes through an alphanumeric process, the system still demands that the PO validates that he has gone through alphanumeric. So what you are referring to, you, according to you, Dr. I want to put it to you, is it your position that anyone who has validated through the supervisor voted through manual process? Position.
Honor, I think that you want me to drive me through what you want me to say.
No, I don't.
I think you need to ask
If
me
you don't
to
answer-
say this.
If you don't know, you just say, I don't.
No, it's not that. What I'm saying is, if, because I know from the pictures from the KIMSKI, says supervised voting.
I will come to that. But according to you, is supervised voting, simple question.
Yes.
According to you, is supervised voting by the PO manual?
Yes.
Voting, according to you?
Yes.
Very well. Good. That is according to you.
Yes.
But I want to put to you, supervised voting is someone who has gone through the KIMSKI, through alphanumeric process, and still has to be validated by the PO. So your allegation that people voted manually falls away. Sorry, I want you to refer to paragraph 30 of the affidavit. In fact, before I refer to paragraph 30 of the affidavit, just for that point, Your Lordship, Sorry, look at your father affidavit. You can give him his father affidavit. His father affidavit. And this is important for the court. Your Lordship, I want to refer to the annexure. The annexure is Makole South Primary School. It's the last page. Makole South Primary School. Makole, it's the annexure school. That is the father affidavit. I think the thing I'm just referring to the Charles. Your Lordship, annexure HMA 11. It's the father affidavit of Dr. Hassan Mohammed Ali. Page 59. Page 59. Are you there, Dr.?
Yes.
Can you read the counter for total verified?
That's fine.
No, total verified, Dr. Not
Total registered, total verified.
and the total authorized by supervisor.
That's fine.
How will a manual voter have found my way? How will the count? So people went manual. I could not find you anywhere. I tell you, you are not here. Go manual register, right? Go to the physical register. And you are a man of science. In your very, many years of experience, how will the count of a manual vote have found itself into the statistics report for Akim scheme, which shows that 35 people were authorized through the supervisor's override? How will it have found itself if these people did not vote through the Akim scheme?
Can I give you another example by answering your question?
Yes, you can. Very well.
Go to the
Your Lordship, Venezuela is 57. Yeah, he wants to give an example in answer. So Beledelamin and then
I want from
Your Lordship, Biladul Amin Primary School.
Yes.
Yeah, Biladul Amin Primary School, page 57 of Dr. Hassan's father affidavit. It's a summary. It's a statistics report summary for King's scheme.
Could you give me from 7A? Original. Yeah.
They will do that, but are you saying that?
I want to compare this with 7A so that I can explain to you.
So,
Give me 7A.
37. But Bakari will come.
Give me
Isa will ask you about it. Eh? Yeah.
It's here.
So you say
Let
that.
me give it to you. Yes.
We want to break, please.
No, we don't.
My question to you is according to you, total authorized by supervisor is manual. How will it find its way into the statistics because of a team
so
summary?
that you can teach me, that you are a good teacher. I want you to look at this. I think I need to go to classes to you, but give me 1 minute in your answer. Just give me 1 minute.
My question to you, Isa will do the verification for you. Let me ask you my question. Let
me just finish with
so listen to my question first before you answer something I haven't asked. My question to you is, even in Biladul Amin,
don't run away from my question because you asked me.
So can't ask. Isa will examine you.
Your Honor, Biladul Amin, the total.
Doctor, your question to me, please.
Turnout is 385. 385.
You have the microphone near you.
So that's all right.
No, it's okay. I was just asking.
Thank you, sir.
It's all right, just continue.
300 as form at 7A.
Okay.
385. The total number of verified voters is 258.
So what's wrong with that?
Total authorized by the supervisor is 0. So if you subtract 258 from 385, you get about 190 who are not in the KIMS kit, not supervised. They do not exist in the KIMS kit. So who are these?
Actually, do you know of a complementary system? You just discussed that. Let me tell you who those people are. Actually, If someone could not be identified by fingerprint, they go alphanumeric, as I've told you, supervisor validation. If they are not found in both the kits and in the alphanumeric, what do? They go to the manual what? What do? We chase them away. So you are.
Those are the things we are
let me ask you the question.
So I want them to verify.
I'm asking the questions, please. Listen to me. Now let me ask you. If someone came through that process over the day and could not be identified either through biometric and alphanumeric, we chase them away, or what do? What happens?
No, we have no problem.
Yeah.
You're doing a good job.
Yeah. What happens? So
every Kenyan has a right.
So please,
I agree with you.
I'm asking the question. How will they vote?
I agree with you.
How will they vote? What are you?
You do the alphanumeric, whatever you want to do.
No, how? So someone.
But we want to verify you did this.
Someone.
And they are real people.
Actually,
we are not counting air.
Please, you will pay for your lawyer for the examination. If someone could not be identified through the kits, what do? We chase them, or they use the manual register.
200 people?
What, the manual register. In some places even more. What is the problem? Is it not the right for you people to actually ensure everyone to vote? What is the problem with that? And to my question, which you haven't answered actually, you jump to something else. Is it your testimony to this court that total authorized supervisor, okay, is manual voting? Is it your testimony to this court?
Total.
If you look at the what I had referred to before, La Pole South Premise, can you go there? Can you go there?
Okay.
Okay. What is the total authorized by supervisor? Are you there?
Yes. 380.
No. Total verified is what?
380.
Authorized by supervisor? How on earth will the authorized by super, this is a KIMS, and you have given to the court, this is a KIMS statistic, right? From the kit. How on earth will someone who have voted manually find his way into the KIMS kit? Because you said total authorized by supervisor for you is manual voting, no? Do you want to change your testimony?
We say the difference between the KIMS kit and the set.
Oh, you here? Yeah, you told me your testimony was that authorized by supervisor is manual voting. How would they find their way into the KIMS kit? You want to change your testimony? You say that authorized by supervisor, a few minutes ago, is manual voting. That's what you say.
Yes.
I have shown, you've given me, this is your affidavit. You've given me a KIMS
This is what you call yourself authorized.
So this is KIMS statistics, and you have a authorized or
I say supervised, not actually authorized.
Supervised. So it's total authorized by supervisor. That's what is written to the statistics. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So how will these statistics find its way into the KIMS?
So tell me and educate me.
No, ISA will do that.
The 200 that we found in what were they? Were they supervised or what were they?
No. Those were people who went through complementary system.
So who does it? Who gives them through the complementary system?
You see, when it comes to that, but I want to put it to you.
I don't answer me now.
I want to put it to you, Daktari. I want to put it to you that these allegations you are talking of authorized, supervised by the supervisor, is the same as someone who went through the KIMS.
Your Honor,
what do you have to say?
Council is using language to muddy the water, essentially. Using terminologies which is much to him than to myself, in order to get me to agree with him. And I don't agree with him, Your Honor. The facts are very clear on this matter. That in these three words,
to paragraph 27 of
there's a lot of swapping.
Go to paragraph 27 of your
the manual process that padded.
Can you go to paragraph 27 of your affidavit at that? Paragraph 27. Yeah, 27 of the supporting affidavit. Yes. Yeah, that's where we want. Can you go back to it? The table down there, the total you are there?
Yes, ma'am.
You have a quorum with 934 votes, right? According to you, you are the supervisor, you are minusing the king's fingerprint plus the king's alphanumeric, and you came to some number there. You seem to have a difference of 934. You are down there and just on the table like that.
Page.
Paragraph 27, before the last page on the table, page 47. Isaac?
Yes.
You have a number there, 934?
Yes.
Okay. So you have a variance of 934 between the supervisor and the election result. Why do you want someone to be, look at paragraph 28. Why will you have a quorum with 934 votes, but you say you want to invalidate almost 6,976 votes. Why?
So that's the rule.
So according to you, a variance of 934 gives you an invalidation vote of 6,900.
General.
Yeah, everything here is general, right?
Just go to general. Your own rules.
Look at paragraph 30 of the affidavit. And 31. Look at 30 and 31. Have you attached anyone who has said he will use skills? Have you attached the evidence of anyone who said he will use skills to the polling station? Because that's the allegation.
I understand.
The evidence of anyone who said he will not use skills.
Yes.
Or he came and he was supposed to use complementary candidate.
Yes.
Where is it? In your affidavit?
And
In your affidavit, not the other witnesses, your affidavit.
I'm talking about the witnesses.
So you don't have it in your affidavit, but in the other witnesses. Okay. Can you look at paragraph 34 of the affidavit?
Yes. 34. 34. Yes.
Bulashai, that's constituency, Bulashai, you are there?
Paragraph 34.
Yeah, paragraph 34, heading elders. Where are you getting these numbers from?
From the data.
Which data from that?
From my tallying center.
No, my child is, where are they, where are these from? Because what you have indicated there is not supported by any of those 34 days, 37 days. Can you, do you have any of the 37 days? You can show me. Can you look at Bulashai polling station 37 days?
Yes. I see the difference.
You see the difference? You, and where are your numbers coming from? It's false numbers. Everything that is false is typographical. Can you look at Tula? Where is the false number?
That's a difference of 1.
So it's not, where are you getting these numbers from? Because at IBC are really interested. These are false numbers. It's not supported by 37A. And you are saying they're all typographical?
What we need is the original taxonomies.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what we are looking.
Confirm this.
That's what we are looking.
What we are looking now is that it's copies. You have to see them.
But these are certified copies of the original return. Yeah. And all these numbers are false. Yeah. Where are you getting these false numbers from?
From the telling center.
So the agents are giving you false numbers, you confirm to the court?
I cannot confirm to the court until I find out the original.
So you don't know. Because these are four numbers. They are not supported by 37 that are in court, that your lawyers have.
The 7 days that you have, but we need to see the originals.
I'm telling you the certified copies are in court, and these are false numbers that tell you what you have captured there. Just for the information. Can you go to Turnout constituency? The next page. There, see? Where were you getting these numbers from? Darling Center again?
Give us the originals.
Yeah, import the originals, and this it's not. These are false numbers, not supported. Both Global, not supported. Not supported. Did you have agents in most of the polling stations?
Yes, we did.
In Las and everywhere? Look at paragraph 35 over here. You just do, a lot of polling stations there, in the hope that the court can help you with something. Do you have agents in most of those polling stations?
Yes, we did.
Likely they signed the 37A?
No, it does.
Yes? Those polling stations, they will have signed the 37A?
Yes.
They signed the 37A.
No, they did.
I want to show you Amin Primary School. Your Lordship, I'm at paragraph 35, Roman 1 of his affidavit. I want to show you Amin Primary School 101 and 202. Because you made your first one, you said your agents have not signed any of those. I want to show you that Jubilee agents have actually signed. Can you show me?
Okay.
Saying that it is not signed.
He said that none of his agents signed in those 37 days in those polling stations. Your Lordship, I'm showing him a 37 day that shows his agents actually signed. Are you there? Are you there, Hassan? Your agent signed, confirm? 101 and 202?
Donna, agents.
Just confirm, please.
Explain to you.
No, I just asked a
Agents
question.
do not sign. Agents are normally belonging to.
Shari, can you look at that document and
You are
confirm?
saying your agent did not sign.
They don't sign.
Can you confirm that that form is signed by your agent?
It's not signed.
Look at 37A for is there a Jubilee agent here?
Yes, there is.
So that a Jubilee agent has signed?
Yes.
Were you not a Jubilee candidate? Oh, you are
That's
disowning them
not
now.
mine.
Eh?
That's not mine.
But were you a Jubilee candidate?
Yes, I am.
Has a Jubilee agent signed that?
That doesn't mean that he has signed
But
on my behalf.
just confirm, has a Jubilee agent signed?
I can tell you for a fact that there are many Jubilee agents.
So I know
I'll
that-
give you an example.
I know that, Charlie. I just asked,
Jubilee
is that,
agents who work
is that
for-
form signed by a Jubilee agent, please?
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. It matters to the court. It might not matter to you, but it's not
It matters
signed.
to me.
It does not. Has it been signed by a Jubilee agent?
Yes, it has been signed.
Look at 202, please. Has that form been signed by Jubilee agents?
Yes.
You confirm that. And you are just saying, boy, none of the agents, none of the agents signed this. Fair enough. You want to change your testimony on paragraph 42. Look at it. Look at paragraph 42. Are you there?
Yes.
Are you insisting that supervisor method of voter validation is still manual? knowing what all the information now you have?
The fact that
Is it a yes or a no? You still are you still
Yes, I
insisting?
insist.
You still insist that alphanumeric supervisor validation is still manual. Fair enough. I want to refer you to your father affidavit. I will be very brief on this. Give me his father affidavit. Are you going to return?
Yes,
the father affidavit. The small, yeah, the one. You have paragraph. I want to refer to paragraph 4 of your father affidavit. Is it there? Page 2. I have 2 here. Page 2. Are you there?
Yeah.
You say you have images of voter identification dashboard on the King's. Where do you get those images from? Do you know who supplied those images? Which agents? Where are their names? You have their names?
I don't have.
Do you have any of those agents' names who supplied?
Don't have.
You don't have. And you have given images to the court that you want to
When I take what you have,
fair enough.
can you verify yourself that this actually happened?
We will come to that. We have verified.
You always come to me. Very good.
So the second thing, so you don't have the images of
Yes.
Do you know how these images were obtained?
You are
Legally,
provided-
illegally, will you know?
Legally,
Do you know, first let me start, do you know it is an offense to interfere with election material before the court?
also,
You know that?
when the polling station closes,
Let me ask first.
you
do
are
you know-
provided with the capacity.
No, I want to refer to, I know that. Do you know that as a matter of law, it's an offense, election offense, to interfere with election material? Do you know that? You know that? Okay. Now, knowing that, I want you to look at page 57 of the affidavit. You know that is an offense. I want you to look at page 57 of the affidavit. The father affidavit. It's an attachment of Bilaldin Primary School.
Page what?
Page 57, your lordship, of the father affidavit of Mr. Hassan Mohammed Adam. It's a statistics, a purported statistics summary report of a Kimski for Biladul Amin Primary School. Yeah. So you know that it is an offense to interfere with election material, right? Can you read to the court, Daktari, what is written in that statistics summary report for close?
Close.
Close. What date is that?
30th
30th of what?
August.
20? What time?
39, 17, 39.
Okay. Right? So you have a Kim's statistics summary. When were the elections conducted?
8th.
8. So likely, if there was a or the 9th,
Yes.
maybe the last was the 10th. How do you have, unless you interfered with a Kim's election material, how do you have a Kim's statistics summary report that closed on the 30th of August 2022? Can you explain to the court?
What you should ask to your employees, my friend.
So you are saying you got this now not from your agents, or now you got from a...
This is exactly for
You are
agents and
under,
polling station.
Daktari, you are under oath.
I am.
And I'm putting to you, and I've told you, interfering with election material is an offense, and the court might make recommendations on this. I am asking you, how do you have a Kim statistics report for 30th of August 2022 unless you went to the IEBC warehouse, took a Kimski, opened it, closed it, and took a statistics summary report? How on earth do you have a Kim's closing report for 30th of August 2022 for an election that the last time it was conducted on the 10th of 11th?
Council, you should ask yourself that one.
How do I did not attach this, Daktari? You attach
Go
this?
back to this machine and find out what happened.
Daktari, I did not bring this to the court. You are the one who brought this to the
This
court.
is as
So
I
can
got-
you explain to the court how you access a king's statistic. When was the petition, when was the petition filed?
Your Honor, you are belaboring a point that you need to investigate and bring a criminal charge when you think it's necessary. And I can assure you,
For sure, my
I
client
got this on
Attorney, don't worry. For sure, the client the court will have to say something about that. But the question that the court is interested, and I'm putting it to you, is how did you have access to a Kim's kit that closed on the 30th August 2022, unless you unauthorized access this kit?
Ask yourself.
How do I ask yourself? It's not my document, it's your document.
This is from your kit.
But what
Go
you
back to
say
the
is from
kit.
my
Go
kit.
back to the
But
kit.
how do you have access to a kit that closed on the 30th?
I think the kit must most likely will have timelines to say it was opened at this hour.
Okay, Your Lordship, it's true. Mr. Isa is rushing. 30 more minutes with this witness, and I'm done.
The kit certainly must have time.
We will answer that next time.
Time issues.
Fellowship, it's 4 o'clock on the dot. Mr. Isa Mansour is rushing to the other matter. Suggestion was early in the morning. I will only do 30 minutes with this witness, and I was going.
Do you have how many witnesses?
We have 17, but Your Lordship, I just want to put you at ease. Our witnesses are very short. They are adopting their statements. I think the time is what Mr. Isa will take. I don't think Mr. Manza and myself will have much to say about our witnesses, except what Mr. Isa will do. And I undertake that we will try to finish within the time. Thank you.
You 2 days. You 2 days. Your mind is very shy. 2 days, 2 days.
We will try our best, depending on Mr. Isa's cross-examination.
Just putting your notice that we need to do what I want. Mr. Isa,
Yes, Lord.
you want to go for
Yeah, my apologies. Yes, my Lord. We'll
this
finish.
one is also very important.
Yes, my Lord. Yes, we will finish in that period of time. As I indicated, for the first 5 days, my and friends were both doing intensive cross-examination. That's what we call. When it comes to the respondent's case, it's only on our side that we'll be cross-examining. And these are presiding officers, so we know where to go with the evidence.
I wanted him to finish today.
But we can finish tomorrow morning. Yeah.
Not tomorrow also.
Yes.
You want to go to prayers
But we can start at 8. We can start at 8. We can start at 8.
tomorrow also. That's the prayers. Our prayers, we are religious and we also
Yes, Lord.
I'm not being
I'm going to be very busy.
if you forgo some of these things once for a good reason, you will not be burnt in hellfire. I'm not saying that because sometimes you need to
We'll balance. But we can start at 8:30 tomorrow morning.
delicate balancing act.
Yeah, we can start at 8:30. We'll finish with Dr. Hassan, with my friend Mr. Mahat, and re-examine. And given one that can give us the order of witnesses he has, so we can start with some of the witnesses tomorrow. Because we'll be able to finish it with the petitioner's case and start with the first and second respondent's case tomorrow.
I want to start the respondent's case tomorrow.
At least 1 or 2 witnesses. We are ready to start. Yeah, so Mr. Manda will share with us the list of the businesses in the company and we'll be able to start.
You are still hiding them.
No. Let's share that. For
In
us,
fact, you can reduce some here if it's possible.
the very yes.
This is 20 minutes.
Always nice. So we say 8:30 a.m.
Yes, sir. We can start at 8 tomorrow.
Yeah, you have also been coming a bit late. Let's come at 8:30.
Yes, sir.
Nasema sasa tuanze saa
Nashukuru
saa
sana.
2:30 kesho.
Sawa, sawa.
Kwa hiyo nakuja hapa
Mimi nakuja asubuhi sana.
asubuhi sana.
Asante.
Tumaliza. I can see you are also a doctor and
Thank you, sir.
even your age is almost like mine.
Yes, very similar. We are similar.
Kuja hapa mapema tumalize. Wewe kazi nyingine ungojee
Thank you, sir.
uamuzi. Unaweza kaa pale. Tunatakuwa sasa sio kusimama hapo.
Sawa, sawa.
Kusimama hapo pia ni kazi sana.
Nashukuru sana.
So we are joining until tomorrow.
That's good.